TLC Discovery Plus's own Too Large is in the building. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
We are really well. We are really well. Want to go ahead and kick this thing off and welcome you to the show. First and foremost, we want to give an appreciative round of applause, and we got a thing called the hype bell. So I'm gonna play the hype bell because you are an educator, man. You guys have the toughest job in America. I will probably say that you teachers have the most challenges that they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis because you're dealing with other people's children. I have my kid in the studio today just to kind of make you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Because I know you're used to having kids around at work, but we want to make you feel comfortable and feel at home right here on Reese Radio. So we just want to thank you first and foremost for everything you've been doing in education, and you teach kindergartners. Sheesh, that's a challenge.
Yeah, it definitely is, but it's definitely rewarding at the same time.
Well, for those who are just tuning in right now, you tune in live to Reese Radio Live. We got George from Discovery Plus. It's Too Large. Of course, we want to talk about first your job, education. You are molding the minds of the little people. What made you fall into education?
Well, it's a funny story. Like my sister-in-law, she was an educator, and when I was in high school, I used to like help her grade papers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And over the summer, I used to babysit my brother's children over the summer, and I just fell in love with kids. And from there, I decided I wanted to be a teacher. Yeah. But I always wanted to teach like fifth grade, and I never dawned on me that I would teach a kindergarten.
Why fifth grade though? Why just jump out and say I want fifth grade?
Well, because when I babysat my niece and nephews, they were all like in the fourth, fifth grade. So I would kind of figure I'd be teaching kids around that age.
Okay.
But I never dawned on me that I'd be teaching kindergarten.
Gotcha.
It just happened because
Okay, so when you fell in, you get the degrees you need and all the paperwork, and they say, okay, we putting you in kindergarten.
Exactly. So like when I started, that was the only position that was open. The only position that was open was kindergarten. So I was like, okay, well, I'll teach kindergarten for a year, then I'll move up to fifth grade. But once I got in there, I just fell in love with it and been teaching kindergarten ever since.
I love it, man. Right now, if you tune in to Reach Show Live, we got George from Discovery Plus. It's Too Large. What helps you as a teacher connect with your students?
That's a good question. Nobody never asked me that.
My bad.
I think, yeah, that's a good question. What helped me connect with my students? I guess I watch a lot of TV based off of what they watch. And as far as like connecting with them, from teaching for so long, I think all children are pretty much the same. Like when they meet you, they're gonna be real shy, but just gotta give them time to warm up. Just to answer your question, in a short form, I guess knowing what they like, asking them questions, what they into.
Okay.
Time change.
Yeah. Cartoons change, the shows change.
Yeah. Like they keep me young. I don't know anything about Naruto. Naruto used to be popular when I was in college, and then it faded out. Now it's back popular now. So
right.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, we got George right here. We're kicking it on the Reed Show Live. Wanted to run through a few things, get a little background on you, man. You're a lovable character. You know what I mean? On the show, you seem very down to earth, very family oriented. We see you got your support system with you, man. How important was it to have that support system while you going through this journey?
Oh, it was very, very, very important. Like my family's always been supportive of anything that I do. So it was very important for me to very important. My family's very important. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
My sister's right here. You want to come get in the camera?
Okay. So don't be shy. We get a 2-for-1 bump.
I know, don't be shy.
You on the show, so you can't get shot now.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right now we're with George from Too Large on Discovery Plus. You can catch it each in the new episodes every Wednesday. How did you find out about Dr. Procter?
Do you want the honest to God truth?
I mean, don't start lying to me now. We've been talking
Okay.
about family.
All right. So I'm school shopping
Mm-hmm.
at a big and tall store here in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm buying clothes for school.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was this, the cashier, Mia, had a good report,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "I love your personality." She said your personality should be on TV,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, "Give me your number. I know someone that comes in here from time to time looking for talent for TLC." So I ain't think nothing of it. I was like, okay, sure. So I gave her my number, and about 2 days later, one of the producers from TLC called and said, "Well, we would like to like set up a Zoom meeting with you to interview you." And so that was that's how I got introduced to the show and Dr. Procter.
Wow. So you just doing regular everyday shopping. Next thing
Yeah,
you
I
know,
was just,
you were
yeah,
born for this.
exactly. Next thing I know, my whole life changed from going to buy a pair of pants and some shirts for work.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
You never would imagine that morning that you would run into opportunity. That's just fate meeting opportunity.
exactly. And it was so cool. The cool thing about it is, like a few weeks ago, I went back to that same big and tall store,
Uh-huh.
and the cashier, I thanked her. I told her she saved my life. And she
Wow.
was, she hugged it out, and I told her I was grateful for what she did for me.
Wow. I don't want to give too much away for this. I want people that haven't seen it to go back and watch these
Yeah,
episodes, especially episode 3 that is already aired on Discovery Plus, man. But you got a wonderful story, man. You started off, and at this time, and you've been public with obviously because you're on the show. You start off at nearly 700 pounds, and
yeah,
you live in life like this, but you're trying to save lives yourself because you're a teacher. That's what teachers do. You guys help mold the minds. You help build up that character, that courage in these kids. But you're dealing with some struggles yourself because of your physical situation. Um,
hmm
then you meet this young lady. You get on this show, and you meet Dr. Procter. And what was your first meeting with him like when you get into this office? Were you nervous? What was going through your mind?
it was surreal because like I had seen previous TV shows where he'd been on,
Mm-hmm.
and it was surreal when he walked in the office. It was like I was meeting a celebrity, but then I realized, okay, this guy about to cut me open. So I mean that's yeah,
Reality
but
check real fast.
yeah, but it was surreal, and he's exactly how you see him on TV, man. He's like real down to earth, good bedside man. This is a great guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was surreal when I first met him.
I got you. He made you feel comfortable about your situation. How
Yeah.
did it make you feel learning that it's not just you because it's a lot of people dealing with these different struggles for different reasons.
It made me feel good, like, cause like a lot of people been inboxing me and telling me how they going through the same struggles I'm going through, and it just made me feel good to realize that I'm not in this by myself, and and it's very motivational because
Yeah.
a lot of people, I get inbox of people saying, thank you for sharing your story, you inspire me, keep up the good work, and that keep me going.
I understand that. I understand that because a lot of times, man, especially with social media, people can be cruel out here. They can, and in
Yeah,
real life, they can be
yeah.
mean.
'Cause to be honest, that was the fear I had. Like I was like, well, man, when I get this show, I'm gonna be a lot of people gonna have a whole lot of memes about me. But it's been the total opposite. Like
Wow.
people have been very supportive and upbeat. Every now and again you get negative comments, but
Right.
for the most part, it's been very inspiring. So
Man, that's beautiful. Right now, we with George with Too Large. He's just sharing a little bit of his journey. Y'all got to go watch the show on Discovery Plus to get the whole situation. But one thing that was public that we did see on the trailer that he said before we do this surgery, this bariatric surgery, and then we'll explain that in a second. He said you have to lose a few pounds on your own. When you got that news, did you get a plan of action, or it was just like you had to go find out how to do this on your own and get to it?
well, I had already had a plan of action as far as like losing weight because before I filmed the show,
Mm-hmm.
I had already lost an additional 29 pounds. So I started out weighing 709 pounds.
Wow.
And then, yeah. So when they film, I was 680 pounds. So I had already started the process of losing weight.
That's dope.
So when he gave me that number, I was like, okay, well, just add more to the number. Yeah.
Well, what was a bit the part that you were doing the most to try to cut those pounds off?
Oh, I hired a personal trainer.
Okay.
Rock Steel Mill,
Mm,
Steel Mill Training. Yeah, I gotta give him his plug because he saved my life. But yeah. So I hired a personal trainer and doing a lot of strength training with lifting weights,
hmm
and I got on a meal plan with diet with a lot of high protein, low carbohydrates.
mm.
So I've been doing that, drinking water. That's what I've been doing prior to going to Dr. Proctor's.
Got you. When you say high protein, low carb, what would a couple of meals on the day kind of consist of for you?
Like for breakfast, I'll probably eat egg whites and turkey bacon,
Hmm
and then like a snack, rice cakes, um, lunch, probably tuna with no mayo, and fish, baked fish, steamed fish, broccoli, a lot of broccoli for fiber, and
Okay.
a lot of nuts and almonds, stuff like that.
Got you.
Stuff that's low in carbohydrates,
Yeah.
brown rice. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, man. Now I got me a little meal plan too. I'm gonna have to follow the George diet.
Yeah, I can actually. I text you my meal plan. I text it to you. You know?
Okay, cool, man. We definitely gonna link that up after the show. If you don't mind,
Yeah,
I'll share it with
I
our social media too. I'll tag you. I'll make sure
I,
you get
I send
your
it to you.
credit.
Yeah,
Right now, we
I
would.
send it.
I appreciate that, man. Right now, we with George at Too Large. Now, as they get to explaining this bariatric surgery, have you heard of it? Have you heard of it prior to meeting the doctor?
Absolutely. I've been wanting to have the surgery, but
Hmm.
uh, due to finance, I couldn't get it. So yeah, so I've been wanting to do it. So I heard about the gastric sleeve and the gastric bypass. I heard about all that
Mm-hmm.
prior to meeting Dr. Potter because I've seen previous weight loss shows where people have gotten the surgery.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. What were you most nervous about for that?
I actually wasn't nervous because it was like two avenues. Like either it's like life or death. If you don't have the surgery, you're gonna die.
Mm,
If you have the surgery, you still may die, but you got a better chance of living if you have the surgery. So
got
it
you.
was more leaning toward surgery than not. So I wasn't really fearful. I was at peace,
Yeah.
so to speak. Yeah, I was at peace.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Right now, we're with George of the hit TV show Too Large on Discovery Plus on the Reach Show Live. One time for my co-host Baby Stitch. We're talking with him right now, but we can see you on this camera, and we see that it looks like you might be wearing an older shirt because that thing got a lot of room on it, player.
Yeah, this is actually the shirt that I wore to Dr. Proctor's office for the weigh-in. It's
Mm,
my Fat Boy Lifestyle T-shirt.
okay,
And Fat Boy, it stands for fully allowing transformation by owning yourself. So I
Mm,
came up with a T-shirt because I was called fat my whole life. So I wanted to make Fat Boy a positive thing. So I came up with my own T-shirt, and this is actually the shirt I wore on the show.
I
So
can't
I'm
tell.
proud to say, yeah, it's a little too big now.
I can't tell. Where are you weighing in out right now?
I got on the scale this morning. I'm right down to like 515 now.
Wow, man, over 200 pounds. Let me drop that high bell for you, man. You done dropped the whole
Oh,
person
thank you,
down.
thank you, thank you,
Whole
thank
person down. What is your goal weight that you want to get to?
you. Well, my goal is to get under 300 pounds. I know I'm gonna be a big guy. I'm okay with being big and sexy, but if I get like 300, 300 probably be my goal. I
That's
love to get on 300 because that way I'll be able to do things at ease. Like I want to go on a helicopter ride one day, stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah, 300 and under.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it, man. We with George with Too Large from Discovery Plus. We see you had an ex-girlfriend on the show that you want to remake your love of your life, man. What was the reason y'all broke up in the first place?
Uh, her reason was saying we weren't our love language didn't meet up or something like that. That was her
Yeah.
reason. But to be honest, I felt like it was my size. But because we've had conversation when she was like saying there's certain things that she wanted to do that I couldn't. So I mean,
Gotcha.
like I said, when you see if you see the episode, the
Yeah.
picture the picture of me sitting next to her, uh, she was right. There was certain things I couldn't do that I wanted to do. I think that's why we broke up.
Gotcha. But you still got to know them love languages. Them ladies love them love languages, George.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess.
I got you, man. Oh, what advice would you give to somebody out there? Like, if you can give them one line, what advice would you give another George out there that may not have the support system that you have, that is looking to try to make a life change, but kind of on the fence about it?
The best advice I can give somebody is, you got to pray about it and you got to take one day at a time.
Mm.
Like if you slip up and you eat something that you're not supposed to be eating, it's okay because you wake up to live another day.
Mm.
Don't beat yourself up about it. But that's the best advice I can give somebody. Take one day at a time and put a plan in place to make it happen. And you just gotta trust. You gotta trust God. That's the best advice I can give somebody.
That's very good advice right there, man. And also, where can folks get these T-shirts from and get some of this apparel?
Oh, you can go to my website is www.fatboylifestyle.com.
Okay,
It's real simple. Fatboylifestyle.com.
I got you. And your social media is on there too.
Yeah, it's at Sitel Baller on SITELBALLER on Instagram, and then my regular name George Covington on Facebook. You can see when you go to either one, you see my logo.
I like it. I like it. Right now we're with George. When you're going through this journey on the TV show, what was one thing that really opened up your eyes? He was like, wow, I'm really doing this, and this is dope. I like this. What was one thing on the show that kind of stands out to you that you really loved about being on the TV show?
I think when the cameras came and you seen the production school and camera, I think that was like a really eye opener. And then like once again meeting Dr. Procter, and seeing him on television, then he right there in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that was like an eye opener, knowing that, yeah.
Got you.
I think that was it, yeah.
If you could say anything to your family that has been on with you on this journey and pushing you to save your life along with your own, wants and needs for yourself, what would it be?
I'll probably say sorry for for taking so long for the click in my head, And I do want to tell them thank you, but if I had to say one thing, it would probably be apologize for taking so long for me to get the epiphany. How the mindset to do what I need to do.
I got you using those teacher words, man. Epiphany on us. All right, I ain't mad at that.
Oh no.
What when you are going through this journey, you cut weight, you're getting down, and like you said, you are on the front lines of our youth, but you have some kids dealing with these challenges too. If you could give some advice to a student that may be battling this weight situation, what do you say to them?
It's not fun being fat. It's not fun at all. So I would tell a kid that's my age, I mean that's young, kind of get a grip of it now. But at the same time, I don't want to discourage a kid because they're kids, because they're very impressionable. Their mindset is not like that of an adult. But I would definitely like encourage a child, like, you don't want to be like me. You don't want it wasn't fun being my size as your age. Because girls ain't gonna want to holler at you. You're gonna be able to do certain things that you want to do as a kid. So
Yeah.
you might want to just start nipping that in the bud now. But at the same time, you gotta be sensitive with children because they don't take things where an adult would take it.
Right. I was gonna say that too. What do you say to a student that you see actually making fun of or bullying another kid just because of the size?
Oh, I'm very, very mean when it comes to bullies. I don't play that. Even in my classroom, that's something I do not, because like I said, I've been ridiculed my whole life. So I'm not about to sit and let somebody else do that to somebody else's child. No, I don't play that. Like, I'm very stern on my children when we don't talk about nobody else. I don't care what kind of flaw somebody has. We don't address it. Everybody's the same in my room or around the school. If I see somebody that's not in my room doing that, I get on them as well.
I love that, man. You building accountability in them to let them know that, hey, man, just because somebody's different, it's not okay just to get on them.
Exactly.
You don't know what challenges they dealing with. I love that right there, man. We with George. He medium George now, man. You're not too large George anymore. You medium. You have to make a new show. I'm loving the empowerment that you bring in with the t-shirt line and the apparel, and everything you're doing, and you're inspiring people, man. So we just want to say thank you for letting your story out. I know that's tough sometimes. You had to get out your own way, get out your own head, and doing it the right way. So, man, we appreciate you too, and appreciate you sharing your story here with us.
And I appreciate your platform, Reese, man, because I had an interview a few weeks ago, and it was not so nice. So I appreciate you, man. I like what you're doing, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. We try to hold a little integrity up here, so we want y'all to come back. Yeah. Feel good about it.
I would love to come back anytime you need me, man. I would love to come back.
Okay, absolutely, man. Last thing we do, we have something called Reese's Peace of Mind, where we give a little bit of life advice or just a one-liner. Is there a one line of advice or something that you may have heard that's like just a quote that you use every day or use when you're feeling down or to feel up? And what would that be?
Yeah. I live by this motto: devotion is the answer, but patience is the key.
I love that. I love that, man. That speaks on discipline and consistency.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what I live by.
Devotion is the answer, but
patience is the key.
I love that, man. That sounds a little bit like my trainer. I got a trainer myself, Fred with FDL Train. He told me, he said, hey, man, because I was a former athlete, and then, I got the dad body now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to switch it up. I want my summertime body, yet it didn't come in the mail. So I got to do it myself. Yeah. But he said, you didn't get the way you were overnight. It took time. So it's going to take time to get back right. So I love that, man. I love that. I love that right there. So he's definitely transformed me. Shout out to your trainer too, and all the trainers that's doing the right thing, man. So anything you want to shout out, anything you got going on, you want to say before we get off of this wonderful interview we've been having?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for all the support, all the messages from people all around the world, all encouraging me to keep going. And once again, support my t-shirt line. fatboylifestyle.com. You can go on there and you can create your own design t-shirts. It's not just for everybody. It's for ladies. It's for skinny people. It's for everybody. When you go to the website, see for yourself. But I just want to thank TLC. I want to thank Crazy Leg Productions for giving me the opportunity to tell my story and for changing my life. And thank you too, Reese. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem. Same here, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that you check out episode 3, stars Medium George on Discovery Plus. He's doing this, losing it, and man, we appreciate you. Now you got to get that shirt up, man. You got to buy another shirt.
I know. I got to get a smaller size, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love it. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, guys, we about to get back into this mix. I want y'all to stay tuned right here, man. I got my brother from another DJ OS going crazy on the mix, and I got my dog DJ Decepticon